It was a packed house at Jeff's Catering and Brewer this morning for the Bangor Region Chamber of Commerce's Early Bird Breakfast Series. Today's topic, homelessness in Bangor. Brittany McCatton reports.
Every day we encounter individuals whose solution from another organization or another municipality was go to Bangor, there are resources.
City Manager Debbie Laurie didn't hold back Wednesday morning, telling area business leaders other main cities and towns are making the issue of homelessness in Bangor worse.
The shelters are full. You can get outreach services throughout this state.
The immediate thought always is, someone's homeless, get them to Bangor. And then if you're a business owner in Bangor or a resident of Bangor, you're curious, why can't we fix this problem? Because every person that we house, 4 more show up that afternoon from another community.
Police Chief Mark Hathaway says his department's resources are routinely tied up with calls related to a segment of the city's unhoused population.
I ask all of you to connect with your local leaders in your communities and ask, what do you do? Because transporting them to certain homelessness in Bangor really isn't the answer.
Laurie and Hathaway were 2 of the panelists invited to share their insight with the Bangor Region Chamber of Commerce. Organizers believe interest in the subject resulted in the highest turnout they've had for one of these events.
The business community is very interested in this. We hear from a lot of our members who have concerns about their business. But then there's the other human side of it. We're all human beings. We all care about human beings. And I think we're all compassionate people who want to help.
Panelists say understanding what causes someone to be unhoused in the first place is key to finding solutions. Stopping homelessness before it happens is also important. But above all, it's going to take a collaborative effort in order for progress to continue.
We're committed to supporting individuals who are unhoused in our community, but we need everybody to play their role.
Brittany McCatton, WABI TV5 News, Brewer.